next, sir? Yes, sir.
See if we can get a cut off here.
Orders, sir.
Be nice to get.
Forward, move!
Actually, I don't care about that little corner. It looks like we may actually win this fight now, especially if I come in with further reinforcements. This is where we're potentially going to be losing troops, and this would be bad. So one thing I could actually do is move you down here so that we can start... yeah, so you have a place to retreat to.
I can't afford to lose this ground.
Where's next, sir?
Fred Patterson's been shot. As the Australasian Council of Trade Unions prepares itself for the coming First Congress, the government has become a hotbed for infighting and political manoeuvring. Perhaps as a result of this, syndicalist leader Fred Patterson was shot earlier this morning while exiting his offices in Canberra. Rushed immediately to hospital, Patterson was pronounced in good condition and is expected to make a swift recovery, though the assailant is yet to be caught. Calls have gone out from the highest levels of the CTU appealing for calm and orderly transition of power once the Congress has been held. A combined effort by the Commune of France and the Union of Britain a few days ago has birthed the International Avant-Garde, a programme that aims to create a united art style for art and genre music, as well as new literary techniques, each of them encouraged to be socialist, unorthodox, anti-traditionalist and anti-religious. That's nice, but could I have more guns, please?
Fire, fire! Where's next, sir?
Keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't try to move away.
Where to, boss?
Alright, so we do have reinforcements coming in.
Alright, sir.
Can I get you guys to move away? The attack on Christchurch was a failure. The other thing I could do is ship these guys into Auckland so I have even more troops in place. But I am very much putting all of my eggs in one basket by doing this.
Where to, boss? Where to, boss? Where to, boss? What are your orders, sir?
If I can pull this off, then I will only have lost one man. If.
What are your orders, sir? Move with me!
It's gonna be close. When do you get there? 6 hours? Yeah, easy.
Fire, fire!
Back off.
What are your orders, sir?
You stay here. You're going in there, aren't you? I have a little bit more time to deal with that, though, so that's fine. In fact, you can now move up here. So we've basically taken everything except for Christchurch.
Alright, sir.
And hell, if we take Wellington, this might well be over.
We're gonna hold this.
2 days. 4 days.
Alright, sir.
With a day left, we're going to start attacking this. That'll pin him. So the French have arrived. Wait, why'd that reset? Are you changing your mind? 3 days, 2 hours. 3 days, 3 hours. And of course the French arrived here where they're completely out of supply. Whoop-de-freaking-do.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he has changed his orders. He's trying to go there now. 2 days, 5 hours. 2 days, 4 hours. 2 days, 13 hours.
Alright, sir.
I need to block you off for a bit.
What are your orders, sir?
If you guys would attack Christchurch, that would be brilliant.
Forward! Keep moving! Alright, sir.
Meanwhile, we have 2 more units on the way in. The problem is we are contributing a lot of troops here.
We're
0.
not losing this, mate.
And then back off.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually not necessarily. If one of you can go and take that province, that'd be great. Oh dear.
We're gonna defend this spot to the last man.
And now I have a straight crossing.
Securing the
Can't afford
target
to use
area.
this many men. Not when Christchurch is still
Yes, sir.
being fought for. But then again, if that horseman attacks me here, that's a really bad move. Because I can now move these guys to go and reinforce and attack Christchurch. With the Australasian Trade Council of Trade Unions having taken increasing control of government affairs, their first official congress is a matter of great importance which will determine the direction of the Australasian Union as it begins its transformation into a proper revolutionary republic. The popular and progressive Fred Patterson appears the most likely to win the support of the most delegates, but the volatile speaker, J.B. Miles, has won many supporters to the Maximist cause, with his talk of mobilising the Australasian revolutionaries at any cost. It remains to be seen which of the two will win the day. We're going to keep the syndicalists.
Alright, sir.
Alright, now you guys have arrived. So head down here and go and help with the attack on Christchurch. The Walloon Communal Republic has joined the Reichspakt. We've bypassed the Congress. Which was where? Oh, here. Yes, which is going to give us access to the encryption decryption bonus.
Enemy down.
Can't ship you any more supplies, unfortunately. I would love to be able to do that. 95, I need you to not attack me. 96.
Where to, boss?
No! I need you to attack Christchurch, damn it!
Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
And now you're completely out of supply. New social reforms, meanwhile, have been completed. So let's end the White Australasia. The White Australasia policy began with the Immigration Restriction Act of 1901, but didn't end there, and encompasses laws enacted specifically to ensure non-Europeans had a difficult time emigrating to the nation. The time has come to dismantle these laws, even if some people might not like it. Australasia needs to grow, and it needs to do so as a free society. If I make any cavalry units this playthrough, it'll just be a bunch of outlaws riding kangaroos. Yeah, possibly. Hey, Vimentasari. Vimentasari? I think I'm saying that right. Well, we're about to kill another of their units. Then they should be down to what? Okay, they've got 5, so they'll be down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll know where they all are. And if you hold out...
What are your orders, sir?
until Christchurch actually falls, that would be quite amazing.
Where's next, sir?
Huzzah!
Alright, sir.
And if we actually take Christchurch, that would be even more amazing.
Alright, sir.
The Wallonia crisis. The rebellion of Flanders-Wallonia has taken a vicious turn in recent weeks, with open fighting and the rise of the Walloon Commune, flying the cock-hardy flag in town squares across the breakaway region. With German and Royalist forces gathered on the Meuse for a swift counter-attack, hopes for the survival of syndicalism in Wallonia fell onto Paris. With tensions rising between the German Empire and the Commune, it seems like France blinked first, seemingly unwilling to bring down the wrath of Germany on them, even now. France is unwilling to offer guarantees to the Walloon rebels. The survival of the independence movement now seems in doubt, and there are few who believe that King Adalbert's regime will now fall. However, war between the great powers has been avoided. For now.
Orders, sir.
When do you get there? 7 days. Not looking great. Definitely not looking great.
Keep moving.
Oh man, Wellington's taking a long time. And France, please do something. Preferably Christchurch directed. I think you've lost your opportunity already though. September 36. Radio it is. Yeah, he's trying to reinforce over here, so I really want you guys to attack. Please. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. The VNFL finals. Germany declared war on the Walloon Commune. Extraordinary enthusiasm is building up for the Victorian Football League Grand Finals, with large numbers of people having been recorded attending the trainings for both the Collingwood Football Club and the South Melbourne Football Club. Despite the warm weather, the team's training strenuously for the upcoming Premiership on Saturday at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Both teams are confident they can take out the Grand Finals, but time will tell who will succeed. And there we are. Wellington has fallen. Oh, New Zealand's so close to capitulation.
Where's next, sir?
Crikey.
Where to, boss? Orders, sir.
At least I get something back.
Where to, boss? Where's next, sir? Where's next, sir? What are your orders, sir?
And then I have the problem of actually holding on to New Zealand. Oh, now you're attacking it. Thanks, France. Took your time. South Melbourne takes the Premiership. Around 76,000 spectators witnessed an incredibly close game, with the South Melbourne Football Club securing the 4th Premiership. Despite the organisation and training of Collingwood, both South Melbourne was able to see through the tricks laid out and avoided giving up unnecessary marks. South Melbourne consistently played a defence, but managed to secure one last behind in the dying minutes of the game to secure a 1-point victory. France is doing what we call a pure gamer move, pro gamer move. Well, it would have been nice if they could have done that like a month ago and saved me 2 units, because I can't replace those. He says as he replaces those. Oh, please tell me you're... Oh, yeah, okay, good. And there we go. Boom. Fred W. Patterson has announced that the cowardly New Zealand nation would no longer withstand the pressure from overwhelming presence of Australasian forces throughout the country. The New Zealand government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. The main forces have capitulated and the Australasian Union is now control of the home area. We did get a bunch of guns and stuff. But at what cost? We lost, what, 3 divisions, didn't we? Painful.
Orders, sir.
So we need to keep, I think, 4 divisions
Orders, sir.
in New Zealand. You'll have to make do with 3.
Where's next, sir?
And then you lot need to come and garrison Australia. This is definitely not enough. Requires 11, I'm doing it with 6.
Yes, sir.
Though we do have another couple on the way. And I definitely can't trust these guys to do anything useful. All this just to be able to win at rugby. That wasn't rugby. That's Aussie rules. Alright, so my aircraft can now stop buzzing around. Thanks guys, you did good. Let's also send you home. Now it'd be great if there was an event which could piece New Zealand out. Oh, here are the allies. The Entente even. So you need to go and support them. You guys can head home. There is in fact a battle going on right now. Which is 2 dreadnoughts. Please tell me that you guys are going after them. Actually got some experience already. Nice.
Yes, sir. Where to, boss? Orders, sir.
Why are you going here? Yeah, that's better.
Yes, sir. What are your orders, sir? Where to, boss?
And
Where's
you,
next, sir?
stay here, damn it.
What are your orders, sir? Where to, boss?
Okay, all of you are heading home to Australia. Good. Still nobody guarding Wellington. That's nice to see.
Alright, sir.
So one other thing, we need to turn that off, otherwise they'll be guarding Dunedin. And I don't want them to do this. Okay, you're going to Wellington. It looks like my allies are actually going to guard New Zealand, except for Britain, who's sitting here next to Christchurch. Really unhelpfully. Wilhelm, thank you very much for the bit. New Zealand capitulates and world tension only goes up to 7%. Yeah, world tension's been quite low. I think it was dramatically reduced when war was averted. I believe the Entente has a time limit after New Zealand capitulates. Okay, good to know. Because if the Entente pieces out now, that would be amazing. It would definitely make this
Yes, sir.
sacrifice worthwhile.
Where's next, sir? What are your orders, sir?
Ithildren's almost ready for deployment.
Alright, sir.
Yeah, we desperately need some more support, don't we? It's because this, I think, counts officially as an offensive war. It does. And then that bled dry modifier is killing us. But we can start working on it once we've finished White Australasia. Can they even invade us from that far away? This is a good question. Because most of the invasions were on this side of Australia, so they may well have come from New Zealand. That's American. This is all German. That's Japan. The nearest they would have is India. I mean, it's only 3 sea zones here. But I'm fairly sure they can't attack me from the Pacific anymore. So what I should probably do is set my submarines into this region. Although I'd also very much like to send them home. Did you sink anything? I don't think we even discovered anything. Military reforms completed. With the Australasian military having suffered for the last 6 months due to the purge, leaders are confident to report that order in its ranks has finally been restored. Commanders loyal to the syndicalist cause have replaced those with questionable loyalties, and thus any and all fear of future revolts coming from within are now put to rest. The Australasian army is firmly on the side of the revolution. Plus 30 organisation, plus 30 division recovery rate, minus 50% military leader cost, daily command power, and also daily political power gain. Like, it's a huge bonus. And yeah, we just defeated New Zealand with that penalty, so all of our units were fighting with 20% less organisation.
What are your orders, sir?
And you are ready. Go ahead and join that army. And you guys have now all arrived. Please do take the
What are
train.
your orders, sir?
That does include you. And White Australasia has been ended. So, let's go and do the state of the army. Unfortunately, we need all 3 of these, and depending on when New Zealand pieces out, we may not be able to get it. It's just an effective change. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 10%. Okay, fair. Support artillery, infantry weapons, or clarify the Anzacs. We're going to clarify the Anzacs. The Australasian and New Zealand Army Corps has a long and proud history as one of the best fighting forces in the Empire. Its methods are dated, however, and we should carefully consider what its approach will be going into this new era of warfare.
Yes, sir. Where's next, sir?
One clarification. I only need you doing this, so there's going to be one port which is unguarded.
What are your orders, sir?
Dispersed industry, done. Canberra is actually slightly inland, okay. It's November 36, so I think we do need to do one more research. Heavy fighters, maybe? Interwar artillery, because we are getting superior firepower, so we probably do want better artillery. Still no enemy hostile fleets around us, which is very nice to see. Stability slowly climbing. War support definitely not slowly climbing. Flanders took one state. The Walloon communal commune has been taken. That Belgian thing, the Wallonian Belgian thing, lost, dead. Actually lost a factory. Of course, because this is going to count as an occupation, so I want to make this gentlest. So I'm not spending political power or anything on protecting this. And also I want to have as small an amount of people rising up against us as possible. How long is the timer? I have no idea.
What are your orders, sir?
Jack Reed has been elected as President of the United States. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation since the Great Depression in 1925, the presidential elections went forwards, and the voting results are clear. Jack Reed and the Combined Syndicates of America is the 32nd President of these United States. You know something I could do? I could scupper some ships. Like, this one's not going to be doing me much at all. And these are all ancient. I'll keep the dreadnoughts because they have a lot of firepower. I'll keep the cruisers because they're good at recon. I'll keep these. Didn't actually mean to destroy all of the destroyers too, but never mind. We just got a little bit more manpower. What the hell? I feel like that should have been a lot more considering. Yeah, you can't avoid the American Civil War anymore.
Orders, sir.
Government idea oversized fleets have been removed because the prerequisites are no longer in. Oh, right. Hopefully that hasn't screwed my state of the Royal Navy. I'm hoping that I can get that back again. Maybe it bypasses? Don't know. I'm going to stick a save here just in case. Fleet coordination -10, consumer goods 5%, dockyard output -25. The chaotic aftermath of Britain's downfall, many ships fled to Australasia to find refuge. The arrangement has become permanent and the economy is now in depression, affording it has become difficult. A solution needs to be found soon. And does it require all for this? Yeah, I think it does just require it. Unless it's a bypass, I honestly don't know. Yeah, that's true, I can just use the console. Well, this time I can delete the ships that I actually meant to delete, which was just the carriers. Though these are some really old destroyers. But level 2 destroyers, I mean the problem they have is they're slow. They're still only giving us 1,000 manpower back. Each of those ships had 5,000 on them. And destroyers aren't actually the worst thing to upgrade. Yeah, they're actually relatively cheap to refit.